Hello everyone and welcome back once again to Strategic Mind Deep Pacific, where I'm back with the invasion of Australia. Things are going apace, although a little bit too slow for my taste. Let's try to speed things up a little bit, but yeah, first let's get rid of these mines. I need to get the supplies flowing through here, but that doesn't seem to be too easy. Yeah, I already knew what that was. So we got rid of those. There's still this bunker that we need to deal with. At the very least, though, supplies are now moving through to this area, so it's working a little bit, and I can expect this to perform a little bit better too soon, I hope. There's still an infantry out there.
Not much ammunition left.
And indeed, I don't have much ammunition left.
Bombs are gone. Let's get back to base.
So
Just a few moments and we'll be there.
let's
Things are going to explode.
try to destroy this. So
Just a few moments.
I can safely assume, I think, that I need to destroy this bunker and this infantry,
Bombs are gone.
either of the two, in order to get the supplies flowing here, which is pretty much all I need.
Have a tough time.
So I'll definitely go at it.
Bombs are gone. Let's get back to base. You
Although the
can't hide
fact that it's night
blast waves.
doesn't really help as usual. But again, it does look like the supplies are
Not much ammunition left.
a bit more forthcoming now.
Blood. Ahead of the wind. The shells will end soon. Good. I prefer a close
Seems like these guys also have a range attack because they... Oh, it's probably because I don't have the good vision here. Alright,
Coordinates acquired.
let's
Rotating
attack.
gun.
Looking for anything of value.
And at least attack here.
We hunt down enemies.
Okay,
of
so
the
this
Empire.
does help with the supplies, so I don't need to worry about that.
Good. I prefer close combat.
No, you don't.
In search of a worthy enemy.
Still no line of fire from here? That's just weird.
We hunt down enemies of the Empire.
Out of ammo.
I'm not gonna lie, that kind of sucks. I don't need to clear that though. So I'll definitely just be moving out here by truck.
As soon as we reach the enemy.
Protectors of the free.
Well,
Time required. Let's pursue the retreating enemy. Targeting the enemy.
We surpass pathetic Gaijin in everything. Are you sure?
well, I'm looking to land here with my Marines in order to take these objectives. So
Do you require assistance?
I kind of need to finish off both of these guys here.
Guess this one.
All hail the Emperor. Engage.
Definitely gotta use the incendiary shells here too, because I need to do plenty of damage here against these guys.
Engage. Number one.
All guns ready.
We will win the day.
Your orders.
In order to make sure that I get to take both objectives.
Our homeland
Okay, so now
My life for the
land in here,
All enemy
take that.
territories will be ours.
Don't see what that is just yet.
Navy is the stalwart defender of the Empire.
It's an infantry. Well, I did take both of these now, so that already gives me a reasonable amount of points. I would like to also get the railway station, but I think I can go after that in a subsequent turn.
Start the engine.
Oh, right. Luckily they didn't do any damage.
What's there? Launch torpedoes! They are going to see the bottom of the sea. Silent and deadly.
Still don't know. That's not
Muscle
great.
of the Imperial Navy. We will win
Let's
the
use
day.
this.
We will win the day.
All guns ready.
Long live His Majesty, the
Okay.
Emperor.
Do you still have Marines? Yeah, so they could take that if they wanted to. After that, I have taken this, so I can pretty much... Afterward, it's almost just straight up moving towards Canberra. Afterwards, these guys do have good supplies, etc. again.
Set the course.
So I do get to move down.
We are the instrument of the Emperor's will. Our huge guns
Let's just
are
attack
about to
once.
fire.
I'm gonna keep these guys here, though.
I'm in position. Do you require assistance? Entering the designated area. Our strength
Use
is in
sonar.
numbers of dead enemies.
Behind us is the rising sun. Ahead is eternal glory. There
Let's
are
get
no
these
enemy
guys a little bit
submarines in the
further.
area, right? Already there. We are the fastest.
Oh, just in the wrong place. Oh well. It was a gamble, so... Couldn't have predicted that anyway.
For the Emperor's orders.
The shells will end soon.
For some reason, though, the supplies here are not good yet.
Show us opposition, we will run them over. In the name of the Emperor.
On the ground, everyone fears us.
War is our path. We will move fast and strike hard.
I'm not really sure why. Because... they should be... in fine supply. Maybe it's these things, like the minefield here, but I shouldn't be. They're already at 7.
The shells will end soon. Good. I prefer close combat.
This is a bit of a mystery to me.
Are we full
But anyway, let's not worry about it too much for now.
What does the Emperor want us to do? With lightning speed, the enemy won't see us coming.
So he did that.
We bring death on our wings.
Send out these bombers.
The enemy's gonna have a tough time. Approaching. Are we full?
Luckily, they took non-lethal damage, but their anti-aircraft guns are now done.
The weight of our bombs makes me feel more confident. There better be targets. Bombs are gone. Let's get back to base.
Let's attack the engine first, because that should lower its defenses at least enough that I can start damaging the rest too. Because indeed, that should really take that down a notch. Despite...
What should be destroyed next? There better be targets.
Right, that's the hull.
Just show us the target. Start the engine. For Japan and for the Emperor.
Really? You still got hull damage? Well... Great game.
Saving bullets.
It's way to show me wrong combat odds.
Consider them dead. Ahead of the wind.
We won't let you down.
Yeah.
A fighter here. Bring death to the enemies of the Emperor. Do you require
Oh, it doesn't matter
assistance?
too much indeed.
That area is under our control. Target acquired.
What? You just attacked. Why do you have no line of fire suddenly? What?
Observing
Just
the
so
horizon. No one can stop me.
No
except
line of
me.
fire. Why wouldn't you have a line of fire? Oh, they used the smoke generator. Because they took too much damage. Okay.
Guns are nothing without a fighting spirit.
Hmm.
Ask the dead guy Jins.
Call me a can opener.
It's not too great. Let's get a fuel tank. Additional ammunition. Let's get a sapper squad, which is probably better than the extra
These warriors are
damage
the
from
most skilled
machine
in
gun
the
or
world.
something.
Yes, Commander. Victory will
Gotta
be
move
ours.
them in there so I
As
can
soon
give
as we
them
reach the
trucks,
enemy.
because this is just too slow.
Guns are nothing without a fighting spirit. Ask the dead guy Jins. Onward for glory. In the name of the Emperor.
We are ready to serve.
Let's turn you into sappers as well.
The samurai are on the march. We are descendants of the noble samurai.
No enemy can exceed the
It's
range
gonna
of
set
our
me down by
guns.
quite a bit of time again as well.
We will cover the Allied troops from that location. We're fighting from a distance.
I guess the next supply point would be this. They're kind of moving to Adelaide. That's what these guys are doing.
Soon. Good. I prefer close combat. The shells will end soon. Good. I prefer close combat.
We carry the deadly arrows of the Emperor.
It's empty.
Could you locate additional targets?
We are descendants of the noble samurai.
Well. Yeah, lightning, no effect.
Is someone observing that area? Will there
I'm
be
actually gonna
further
move
for
these
us?
guys out there because this force will relatively soon be joined by these guys anyway. So, that should be
Our vessel
okay.
Is the pearl of the combined fleet. We
Yeah, let's move
will
you
be
here.
on time.
And you guys could already move ahead. No reason for you to wait.
Roger that.
This is a fighter.
Who do you want me to kill?
Only a few bombs left.
Not if
Prepare
they can
to
move.
disengage.
We deliver death. We are the fastest.
And the turn? That didn't do a whole lot. Taking that back. Okay. Yeah, that's already mine, so... Yeah, that's good for them. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to do that, but...
According to the intelligence reports, the formation of a motorized artillery unit is taking place at the American Armored Vehicle Storage Facility in the city of Ukla. Now, a large number of M7 Priest self-propelled artillery vehicles is concentrated there. However, there aren't enough crews to man them. Most staff members will have to be recruited from the Australians. Nevertheless, even with those urgent measures, it will take a few days.
While the Australian farmers will be saying goodbye to their sheep, the samurai will already be fighting in their vehicles.
Very witty, Admiral Ota. But I hope you'll follow up on your clever words with clever action.
Admiral Yamamoto, the locals are complaining that some of the units with the identification markings of Unit 731 are capturing the civilians in the areas occupied by the Japanese troops. At this point, they're convoying 2 large groups of captives to the ports in the north of Australia. Under whose authority is this being done?
I have no idea. I haven't, and I couldn't order them to conduct this operation. Unit 731 is the Army's forces. They work on medical experimentation and development of biological weapons.
So, the civilian population is going to be used for medical experiments? This is disgusting.
I totally agree. That's why I order you to intercept both of these convoys on their way to the ports and free the civilians. I will deal with the Army commanders myself.
Wow. Okay. Yukla is here, relatively close to our forces. Need to destroy the 2 trucks. It's not too big of an issue. It doesn't say anything. My men have intercepted one of the Unit 731 convoys and freed the civilians. They indeed were to be sent to the unit's base in Japan to be used as test subjects.
We will show them the true power of the samurai.
And that's the second one.
Yamamoto! Was it you who ordered the Marines to attack my unit? You don't have that kind of authority!
Just like the soldiers of your special unit do not have the authority to do the things they will be court-martialed for. I have warned you before not to violate the laws of war, but you, having barely escaped the most humiliating defeat ever in Australia, return to your old ways.
We have managed to free all the captives of Unit 731.
Yamamoto! Your men have just disrupted the testing of the bacteriological weapons which my units needed those test subjects for! You simply don't realize the huge importance of these studies. Your fleet has been winning victory after victory for 3 years now. Yet the Empire's destiny is still on the line. I'm working on this new type of weapon which will turn the entire North American continent into a no-man's land and bring the Empire absolute victory. I know the Yankees are working on something similar, but if we don't get ahead of them, we will lose the Empire along with millions of its loyal subjects.
Wow.
Instead of winning the battle facing the enemy head-on, you rely on means that are equivalent to outright assassinations. This is not the way of the samurai. I promise not to tolerate any more war crimes, and I will keep my word. Once the battle for Australia is over, I will raise the question of your suitability for your position to the Empire leaders.
Ouch. Okay, so we have a new objective. Take Yukla, which should be doable, but let's focus on some other things first. We still have 1 armored unit to destroy, and I'm sure that's this.
Who do you want me to kill? No one escaped. I've lost count.
The enemy has suffered serious losses of their armored vehicles. It seems that there aren't any vehicles left to continue their offensive.
Then it will be us who advances. The enemy's tank group is destroyed, so we don't have to be concerned with counterstrikes.
I also got some bazookas, so that's also pretty nice. We're looking pretty good on the score right now. 53%. Let's just call it percent, because I don't know what the percentage is, but 53 in enemies killed, and then we did get quite a few secondary objectives as well. That's looking pretty good. Okay. Let's look at to again get rid of some of those entrenchments before. And before I start attacking with some more serious forces out here. They're down to 2. I'll use the secondary guns here to finish them off. Take this. Great, because now these guys will go after this bunker, go all the way through here, And then hopefully maybe attack some more bunkers before they get to Canberra, but that will still take some time. So that was, I guess, my primary objective there. We actually did take this ourselves. Supplies here are running through pretty decently as well.
They will regret the day they came here.
So my infantry,
My life for the Emperor!
We charge into battle.
can then finish them off.
According to the intelligence,
Let's try that one again.
I have
And let's do this first because
Imperial artillery at your command.
don't want it to bug out again. So I guess in that sense it's important
Emperor's banner will soon rise above the whole world.
that it's gonna be okay. Alright. That worked. So with that cleared, like I did before,
Are the swarm.
finish them off.
The enemy has suffered serious losses of their armored vehicles.
And I already went through these,
Seems
so
that there aren't any vehicles left to continue their offensive.
Then it will be us who advances. The enemy's tank group is destroyed, so we don't have to be concerned with counterstrikes. We broke through the enemy defenses. The enemy has suffered some losses. Go on.
you attack, send in the Marines, take over the Hex. There we go. Next up, clear these,
Just like the soldier.
clear these.
Yamamoto!
Instead of winning,
There we are. Okay, so that's pretty much all I did before as well. So we're good now, at least on
carried
that
the
department.
deadly arrows of the Emperor.
Let's start moving these guys down.
We will be on time.
And let's do some aviation recon here anyway. I mean, I know that they're bunkers, but well, I have nothing else to shell, so I might just as well do it.
The Emperor!
With the long range, at least I do get to shell this too.
We surpass pathetic Gaijins in
Yeah, I'm not
every
surprised they start having anti-aircraft guns again.
Our vessel is the pearl of the combined.
Use double attack.
Engage. One.
Finish off these guys. If I
Reconnaissance is our
am
job.
lucky, I can
Martial
use
arts
the
is
recon
our hobby.
and go around this and then quickly take Canberra as well. It's a bit stronger in fortifications, but
Almost out of torpedoes. Beneath the waves.
We have more guns than the entire enemy fleet, if you include aircraft. It's a good day for a naval battle, isn't it? Are there new
keep
orders
going.
from our godly emperor?
oh, they have no attacks left. Sure.
Strength is in numbers.
We will
You
be victorious.
do get to move ahead a bit further.
We glide.
This is only 2. No line of fire for that.
Our mighty weapons will smite them. There is no stopping us. Blew them up in no time.
Use double attack.
Mighty weapons will
So I
smite them.
can pretty much just walk in there, it looks like. Unfortunately, there's no suitable hexes for that,
We are nobody
but I feel like
and unheard.
I should be able to get in here, although there are tanks there.
We're fighting from a distance.
The sooner we get there, the sooner we join the battle.
Right, it's
Could you locate additional targets?
a bit challenging for my guys to move, but I'm quite sure that most of this is just regular defenses. I haven't been able to find the anti-aircraft guns all the way down there, so this should be...
Are the instrument of the Emperor.
I can probably get in here already with some of the Marines, and then keep moving ahead.
The Navy is the stalwart
Can't move any
defender
further.
of the
Sure.
Empire.
So you're gonna move in here, use these.
Targeting the enemy. Searching for the enemy. Our strength is in numbers of dead enemies. Entering the designated area.
There we go. So
What should be destroyed next? Poor souls. Will there be fighters covering us?
let's
What should be destroyed next?
Saving bullets for priority targets.
let's just continue by destroying some of these bunkers
How many
too.
more to
Oh,
go?
it's an infantry.
Be careful
Also,
of the
because
bombs
indeed now I
are going to explode.
do get to see what this is, and
We bring death on the wings.
infantry I do need to
Enemies
clear
gonna
out.
have a tough time. Is
So
someone observing that area?
yeah, these guys no problem, but infantry it needs to go. Any unit that can move is a potential target, and
Yes, Commander.
they're gonna go back in there and take that stuff. That's dangerous. Up here though,
Yes, Commander. One more territory.
I use you to take that first.
We deliver death.
The blood of ancient warriors flows in our veins.
Enemy tanks? Don't worry, we'll deal with them in no time. Well, we're being sent to some shithole again. That's for sure.
We are the Iron
Wow,
Hammer
that's
of the
not a nice thing to
We
say.
will die if necessary.
An iron horse is good, however
I mean,
miss
you're
my
kind of right,
stallion.
probably. But
My life for the Emperor.
We serve faithfully.
The warriors of the sky are at your
okay, let's use the Overwatch breakthrough here as well, and then move into this general direction. No aircraft. Okay.
Be careful with the bombs. Wow, that was a tremendous explosion.
We bring this
I do want to do a bit of research because my destroyer is starting to suffer a bit, and I do need to know whether they have more ships. It doesn't look like they have too many,
Require assistance?
but I do want to stay as far away as of any potential enemy. They activate again? Okay, well that's too bad.
We bring death on our
Guess
wings.
I can't use that.
Is
Either
someone
way.
observing that area? We're going to send them our generous gifts. Those bombs are quite dangerous, you know?
You
We
attacked
bring
already.
death on our wings.
They do have 2 ammunition, so I can
Tanks
get
are
an
going
overrun
to
here.
explode.
And then moving here. Hopefully being able to take Derby quickly. I need to advance quickly through this area too. Kind of looked like there was something there, but I can't see it now anymore. Tough part is, along this entire line, there aren't that many objectives, so I kind of put a too big of a force out here, I think, but you know, hindsight is always just is 50-50. You don't really know that while you're doing this.
In unity is our strength.
I mean, in all fairness, I am playing this mission blind, so that makes it a bit trickier than it usually is.
The warriors
Don't always
of
have
the sky.
time to play test things, so I'm
Are we
kind of just eyeballing it, hoping that it will be okay.
The shells will end soon. Good. I prefer close combat.
Well, I need to get here, not here, but I think
There are no impossible tasks for a samurai.
still that
The shells will end soon. Good.
like both these guys only have 1 ammunition. And that's pretty bad. I don't need to clear those mines at this point.
We won't let you down. Roger that.
We will die if necessary. We will only need to be within the length of our swords.
I'm gonna move these guys down though. They're not gonna attack here just yet. So I'll just let them bomb these mines.
Carrying
Go in
bombs
here,
to enemy
land,
lines.
and then wait it
My
out
life
there.
for the Emperor. The samurai are on the march.
No enemy can exceed
So
the range
I'm
of
kind
our
of just
guns.
putting them right on the edge where they're still gonna get supply.
The shells will end soon.
And they are very close together, so that helps. What's the next unit? You can no longer attack.
What does the Emperor want us to do?
A fighter here. Protectors of the fleet.
End the turn. It's moving up. Well, really? My unit has long range gun too, so that's a bit unfair, I think, that they get to attack first. Although it might have been the other tank? I'm gonna have to check that though. Okay, that's some of the enemy units there. It's fine. Okay, luckily the weather is once again good, so... How does that work? Oh, it's the M4A1. Yeah, they don't have that ability. That sucks. Alright.
I obey your orders. We will only need to be within the length of our swords.
Which minefield am I gonna clear then?
My life for the Emperor.
You get to clear them here.
War is our power.
We deliver death. No one escapes our fury. The enemy won't see us coming.
Out of ammo, out of ammo.
Those bombs are heavy.
Here we are.
Descendants of the noble samurai. All enemies of the
Attack
Emperor
'em.
will be defeated.
Clear the mines.
One more
Take the
territory
hex.
for the Empire.
There we go.
The Emperor's will guides us to glory. Onward for glory.
Oh.
Waiting for the Emperor's
Kind of
orders.
hoped there would
The
not
blood of
have
ancient
been
warriors flows in our veins.
a unit there.
One more step to victory.
Let's take the airfield.
Enemy tanks? Don't worry, we'll deal with them in no time.
I prefer
Move you
firing
here.
rather than moving.
We serve faithfully. Checking that sector. Target acquired.
It's surely an infantry. Yes, I'll probably be fine. So I will not have proper supplies here yet. Landing there is not useful.
In unity is our strength.
Landing here is,
There better be targets.
because the supplies here are
There
fine.
better be targets. A tactical bomber is here. Here we come. Only a few bombs left. Prepare to disengage. There better be targets.
I can land there soon. I'm not too afraid.
Our fire. We are the fastest. The enemy won't see us coming. Your orders. What does the Emperor want us to do? With lightning speed.
Yeah, I don't need to attack this turn. It doesn't
Imperial Air Service.
doesn't help me.
Enemy armored vehicles. Fine, just tell us their location.
Where are you?
Only a few bombs left.
There we are.
Prepare to disengage. Will there be fighters covering us?
I'll take it next turn and then I can almost immediately move on to Onslow as well. I think. Sure.
We are ready to serve. The samurai are on the march. The iron wheel of the samurai brings victory to the empire.
And I can't bomb them because of this stupid
We need to reload.
army airplane. Ugh.
The enemy is close. I can feel his fear.
Well, I'll have to finish it off later. Okay.
The enemy won't see us coming.
Let's just start
Fastest.
here. Ooh. It's good that I did that. For sure.
Be careful with the bombs. We're going to send them our generous gifts. Will there be fighters covering us?
One, two, three. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I should be able to bomb there without too much interference, I think.
A tactical bomber is here. Just a few moments and we'll be there. Carrying bombs to enemy lines. Bow to the gifts of the Empire. Will there be fighters covering
Okay,
us?
not bad.
Those bombs are heavy. Carrying bombs to enemy lines. Explosions look like the rising sun. Good morning.
Let's level you up again, this time with Swift Strike.
There better be targets.
This thing is all but toast. Let's take care of the ground situation as well.
Bullets or priority targets.
Let's get you to land first, though. They can't get all the way out there, and we know there's anti-aircraft in there, but let's use Overwatch Breakthrough,
Already there.
just in case they'll get attacked. They
To the
won't.
enemies of the Emperor.
We can keep a secret.
Okay, so
Ha! New enemies. Time to test my new blade. Time to place a proper flag here. That is how we make Japan
Take these.
bigger.
which is Canberra, and then we only have Melbourne down there. Okay, not bad. Let's see.
Fleet knows no defeat.
That I guess I can have these guys on
The enemy has suffered some losses.
bunker destroying duty.
We'll have to fin. We broke through the enemy defense.
Help the army guys a bit, because currently the army guys,
We will not let the
they're
Emperor
not going to be able to
down.
do a whole lot in general.
You did reconnaissance
So.
before sending us there.
There are some enemy ships down there, which I think are more important. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Set the course.
Are there new orders from our godly Emperor?
Verifying the enemy's location.
We haven't taken too many losses yet, right? No. Good. We now did destroy 56%, so we're a bit better off
Be
here.
victorious. Gaijin's insurance shall ensure their death. Engage.
That's 2 of these guys down.
All guns ready.
Our huge guns are about to fire.
Protectors of the enemy vessels.
I suppose I'm probably still better off just using these guys for bunker destruction as well, because I'm not too sure what's down here.
If the battleships are the muscle of the Imperial
I would have
Navy,
thought that they might have had more ships, but it doesn't really look like it at the moment,
We will be victorious.
which is weird. Level you up though, once again. Doubles the numbers of repairs, not useful. I guess emergency repair is okay.
Approaching.
They can be out of supply for a turn.
Glory.
Let's use incendiaries too. Okay, that gets rid of that. Then these shells. Going after this is not very effective.
All guns ready.
No.
Engage.
Try to deal with that anti-aircraft gun. I think that's what it was. So then that's cleared.
Stalwart defender of the Empire.
There shouldn't be too much left down here.
Moving carefully. I'm in position.
And these guys will take care of that bunker. So you can also move down.
Is ahead.
Start going after this.
Start the
As far as that's relevant.
We can kill the enemy without even seeing them.
Sure, let's just do that.
Erase those troops from the face of the earth.
Iron beasts of the Emperor await your order. Onward for glory! Show us
It's
our
just-
position, we will run them over.
I know that the game kind of led me there, but it's just sometimes so impossible to figure out where's the line of fire. I'm sure there's a way to figure it out,
Exceed the range
but
of our guns.
like maybe they can't fire to range over rough terrain.
Command.
I guess, but
Artillery on the march.
it just really sucks. There's yeah, whatever.
I hope we run out of ammo soon. My sword is thirsty for blood.
I kind of want to repair them
I hope we
because
run out of ammo
I really
soon.
don't
My
like the
sword
way
is
how
thirsty
low
for
they are
blood.
already.
We have more guns than the entire enemy fleet, if you include aircraft.
Let's see what they got. Definitely a destroyer. Alright, I'm too far out to deal with that. And then they have 1 infantry. So it has a range of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I
On the ground.
definitely need to stay at
Everyone
least
fears
out of
us.
range of that destroyer.
I prefer firing
Which I think
rather than moving.
We will move fast
staying up
and
here
strike
is
hard.
then probably
An
the
iron
best
horse
thing
is
to do.
good. However, I miss my stallion.
And then next turn I can just sweep in and I might take a bit of damage, but then at least I will have taken all of that.
My life for the Emperor.
Oh yes, you. Okay. Let's give you some equipment. This is just +3 heart attack. And let's give you the type 1 Ho-Ha. You guys are sappers, right? Yeah. Could have them just remove mines in the middle of no man's land. They're not needed there, so let's
We will
go.
move fast and strike hard.
Torpedo bomber. Nope, they'd be getting too close to this. But I don't have the Overwatch anymore, so I should be safe.
Are going to explode. Wow, that's a hit.
Good.
An iron horse
So they
is
can take
good.
that
However, I miss
railroad
my
next turn.
stallion.
Behind us is the rising sun. Ahead is eternal glory.
I'm still here. Exploring the area.
We serve faithfully.
And the turn. How did they manage to take down 3 hull
This was too
with
easy.
that submarine? It's beyond me. But that's really bad. This is good though. We really need to get their destroyer out of the way because That's artillery. They can even level it up. It's pretty funny. And night and rain again.
Do you require assistance?
Well, they do have a shell hole.
No one can stop me.
And they're just trying to get out of there. Guess for them that's the most important thing right now. 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't think I'll be able to accomplish too much here, but any little bit helps in this case too.
We get enemies in their sleep. Good day, Commander. We will be on time.
Let's see if I can spot them even through this way. This thing will get destroyed. Still not too many damage, okay. Or too much.
Look at those guns. They are huge.
Also not gonna take any damage from this, so.
Engage.
All guns ready.
Engage. Number 1.
Our strength is in numbers of dead enemies. Ooh, one hell of a shot.
Sweet. Another level up. I guess no, let's go for Defender actually.
We are the instrument of the Emperor's will. Engage. Our huge guns are about
Okay.
to fire.
Now that I've done that twice, let's see if I can finish them off with the torpedo. It's not that unlikely. I tried, and at least I get to level up these guys. They have a lot of good abilities to level up. So we have one more shot elusive, deep dive, and wreck ships now. Another thing that's really good for defense is evasive maneuvering to let them take even less damage. But I think wreck havoc is going to be really good because that lowers the enemy's defenses as well if I hit them in the engine. So
Defender of the Empire.
There's an artillery out here, I think. Unless it was out here. But
good timing is the key to success.
If I want to use that ability, I can't use the recon.
Are there new orders from our godly emperor?
No.
We will be victorious. Look at those guns.
So just see, this is probably a bunker.
We serve faithfully. Do you require assistance? We found their weak spot.
That's fine.
No one can stop me.
I actually want to move these guys up ahead for their sonar, and it's very unlikely that they'll take a lot of damage anyway. And in this case, for example, we did find that they had yet another destroyer out there.
Your orders.
Our vessel is the pearl.
So that's good to realize. I don't need that Marine squad there necessarily.
Karate master can kill an enemy with a single
Can probably destroy most of the enemy units out there the next turn when the weather is better again. So I'm not too worried regardless. That infantry is destroyed though. So let's move in here.
Roger that.
Huh? Oh. Wow.
I hope we run out of ammo soon. My sword is thirsty for blood.
Well, so I'm gonna need to do some very specific tactics again. Let's use Overwatch Breakthrough and go in there.
The power of the Empire. Get behind them. They have 0 chances.
Make them lose their Overwatch.
No one can escape our The enemy won't see us coming.
Land.
The enemy is
Get
close.
out again.
I can feel his fear.
Are we fully loaded?
So,
Their days are numbered. In unity is our
look at the deal as much damage to this thing as possible and destroy the tank simultaneously.
Destroyed next. The enemy's gonna have a tough time. Wow, that was a tremendous explosion.
There we go. Really unfortunate I couldn't take that.
I hope we run out of ammo soon. My sword is thirsty
But
for blood. Iron beasts of the Emperor await
let's
your orders.
just do this.
There is no honor in hiding inside an iron box.
And move you out
War will
here.
end before we get there.
War.
So we know that they have an enemy on this hex.
We will put things in order here.
Kinda have to move in here. I know that they have a ship there, but nothing I can do for now.
Could you locate additional targets? Set them on fire.
We are the Iron Hammer of the Emperor.
I do have 3 more turns, so it's not as if it's the end of the world.
For the Empire.
The samurai are always ready to do battle.
Nothing on it yet.
We won't let you down.
That's the tough part about that. Okay, so kind of getting close to Adelaide here as well, especially also with the planes. Actually, many of my units are now coming
Yes, Commander.
relatively closely together.
War is our path.
I'll have these guys take the
We will move
seaport.
fast and strike hard.
Big guns are nothing without a fighting spirit. Ask the dead Gaijins.
Just a few moments, and we'll be there.
Land there.
Here we come. A tactical bomber is here. Things are going to explode.
The one nice thing is that submarines don't actually count towards the
Those bombs are quite dangerous. you
final
know.
score.
Those bombs are quite dangerous, you know. Here we come. Are we fully loaded?
Because it certainly would have been a bit of a
Can't
problem if
hide
they did.
From the blast waves.
Boom.
Dealing with armored vehicles, the key thing is who has the longer barrel.
Clear
Almost
mines.
at hand. Keep firing.
Japanese warriors are the most feared and deadly of all.
The enemy cannot hide from us.
Go towards the next objective.
I obey your orders.
Show us opposition, we will run them over. The war will end
And
before we
I have
get
a
there.
sensation that it's
We will
actually
die if
empty,
necessary.
but I don't want to get
We are
too
going to win the
hasty.
fight.
I'll take that next turn and then move upon Carnarvon. Also need to take Viluna, but we should have enough time to complete all those objectives.
Already there.
They can't land here this turn, but they should be able to do that on the next turn. So for now, it's not too useful. What is...
Saving bullets for priority targets.
Oh no, you're the only torpedo
They're better
bomber.
than targets.
Guess I shouldn't have done that.
Those bombs are quite dangerous, you know.
Because I can't bomb them like this. Let's move you to
Bow to the gifts of the Empire.
bomb mines. I have really no clue how effective bombing mines is. Let's see.
Imperial Air Service.
Dive bomber. I have an airfield there.
Bow to the gifts of the Empire. In unity is our strength.
We are the heart of the Imperial Navy, no matter what the battleships say.
We are nobody, unseen and unheard.
Not gonna lie, I'm a little bit afraid here, so
By surprise.
This land is conquered. Let's move on.
okay, I
We will
guess
die
that's
if
good.
necessary. The samurai are on the march.
Already there,
Land,
with lightning speed.
move.
With lightning speed.
Land, get out
Always
there.
first. Do not underestimate us.
And that's it. Now I've gotten 65, let's just say, percent of enemy troops, so they should still have a pretty reasonable number of troops out there. Especially down there, it seems like they have plenty of ships still. And okay, I should be fine though. At least that's what I hoped. Because of the weather. It does seem to be that way. Oh, they had an artillery. Well. And a bomber. No damage. Good. Okay, fine. Not too harmful. And then the infantry is also attacking. That's actually very, very good for me. Okay. Please destroy that bunker. Or you couldn't?